평화로워 보이는 호숫가에서 발견된 한 여성의 시체. 그리고 영화는 10년 만에 아버지를 만나러 온 페니의 모습으로 시작됩니다.
Miss Appleby? My name's Robert. I'm your father's chauffeur.
하반신 마비로 휠체어를 타고 다니는 그녀는 운전기사 밥의 도움을 받아 아버지의 저택으로 향하죠.
Do you know why my father didn't come to meet me?
He's away, miss.
He's not at the house?
Didn't even know he was going till your mother told me he already left.
She's my stepmother. I've never met her.
Oh, he's been ill for some time now. Whatever it was, it must be all right now, otherwise he wouldn't have gone away.
When will he be back?
Mrs. Appleby didn't say.
하지만 어딘가 애매한 말만 들은 채 곧이어 집에 도착하는 그들.
Hello, Penny. Welcome home. Was your journey terribly tiring?
Not very.
다행히 그녀는 친절한 새엄마의 안내로 자신이 지내게 될 방을 안내받습니다.
Oh. Jane, where's father?
He simply had to go away on this business deal that he's working on.
No, I'm afraid I don't. I haven't seen him for 10 years.
Look, taken a month ago. Wonderful having you here.
페니는 부모님의 이혼 이후 엄마와 함께 쭉 이탈리아에서 살아왔지만 엄마는 2년 전 병으로 사망하였고 그녀를 돌보던 간호사 또한 3주 전에 사망하여 그녀는 제인의 제안을 받아들여 아버지의 저택을 찾은 것이었죠.
Then when mother died, there was only Maggie Frensham. I know she was just my nurse, but she was much more than that, really. Like sisters. People said we even looked alike. I think I loved her as much as I did my mother.
What actually happened?
She drowned. For 2 years since Mother died, Maggie was all I had. I nearly killed myself, Jane. I didn't know what to do, who to turn to.
These things take time to sort themselves out, darling. Believe me, having you here makes me very happy.
Jane, thank you. Thank you for everything.
그런데 그날 밤 문이 부딪히는 소리에 눈을 뜬 그녀는 휠체어를 타고 문을 잠그려고 하는데 그녀는 그때 건너편 별장에 불이 켜져 있는 것을 발견하고 조용히 그곳으로 향합니다. 그리고 그녀는 열려있는 방 안으로 들어가는데 다행히 아버지의 주치의인 제라드의 도움으로 정신을 차리는 그녀.
You're all right now. Relax, young lady.
Father!
Father's away, darling. You know that.
He was dead. My father is dead. His body's in the summer house.
What are you doing?
I want to go to the summer house now.
아버지의 시체를 봤다는 그녀의 주장에 그들은 같이 별장으로 향하지만
Go on, open it.
But it's always kept locked.
그 안에는 아버지에 관한 어떠한 흔적도 남아있지 않았고 제라드는 그녀의 말을 믿지 않으며 비아냥거리기까지 하죠.
The imagination is a very funny thing, you know. It plays very unkind tricks at times. Now I'm going to give you your sedative.
I'm sorry, Jane.
Don't worry, darling. Try and get some sleep.
게다가 제라드는 물론 제인까지 그녀의 말을 믿지 않는 상황.
Penny, darling, whatever you thought you saw last night, you must realize that you imagined it. Well, we keep old furniture there. It's not used for anything nowadays.
Did Father say when he was coming back?
I don't think it'll be today, darling.
잠시 후 그녀는 다시 한번 별장을 확인해 보려고 하지만
Penny! Come into the house, Penny. I've got a surprise for you.
What is it?
제이는 갑자기 페니를 부르더니 그녀에게 누군가의 전화를 건넵니다.
Penny, this is your father.
Yes?
I'm sorry I wasn't there when you arrived.
Yes?
I'll be a couple of more days yet. Look after yourself and have fun.
Yes.
There. That makes you feel better about last night, doesn't it? Dr. Gerard is coming to lunch. You don't mind, do you?
No, of course not.
그리고 곧이어 그녀는 밥에게 뜻밖의 사실을 듣게 되죠.
Dr. Gerard's coming for lunch, and he may stay the afternoon.
Oh, then I better get dressed. Well, if the doctor's coming, I've got to go and pick him up.
Did you bring him out here last night?
No, I didn't.
How did he get out then?
I don't know.
I don't understand what's happening here. Even now that I've talked to my father, I'm still not sure. I haven't talked to my father for 9 years. It could have been anyone.
Now I'm going to tell you something. You said last night there was a candle burning in the summer house, right? I scraped it off the floor just now when Mrs. Appleby brought you indoors. It's candle grease.
Well, a normal, reasonably healthy person would never have experienced what you did last night.
All those weeks in hospital, it's hardly surprising that your mind is a little confused, is it? Shocks, such as the one that you had last night, can deal the mind a very serious blow.
You mean I could go mad?
Pierre meant...
He meant that I'd better watch myself or I'll go insane and have to be locked up.
그런데 그날 밤
Bob?
그녀가 차고로 들어가자 그곳에는 밥이 말한 아버지의 차량이 놓여 있었고
Father?
갑자기 어디선가 들려오는 서글픈 피아노 소리.
Bring the things in here, Robert. Hello, darling.
Jane, who uses the piano?
Your father. He keeps it locked. He doesn't like people tinkling with it. Says it ruins the tone.
What kind of car is the small car?
What do you mean, darling?
He's come back. It's in the garage.
But we've just come from the garage, Penny, and there was no car there.
Bob,
There wasn't any car.
there was a small white sports car here.
그렇게 납득할 수 없는 상황이 이어지는 가운데 갑자기 자신의 방에 불이 꺼진 것을 본 그녀는 서둘러 방 안을 확인하러 돌아갑니다.
It was there.
Penny, what is it?
In my room. What is it?
하지만 이번에도 꼼짝없이 사라져버린 아버지의 흔적.
He was sitting there in that chair, and he was dead.
그런데
It's wet.
What does it mean, Bob?
If he dies, who gets the money?
I do.
All of it? What about Mrs. Appleby?
What if I'm dead or incapable? Jane gets the money. Unable to handle the estates, legally incompetent, insane.
They want you safely out of the way before it's discovered that your father's dead.
That means that they killed my father.
No, the trouble they're going to drive you insane. It's not very pleasant, I know, but somewhere around here is your father's body. We've got to find it.
그렇게 그녀는 제인과 제라드를 의심하기 시작하죠.
Penny,
What do you want?
when was the last time that you saw a specialist?
I've seen specialists all over the world, and they all said the same thing.
Penny, do you know what is meant by hysterical paralysis? The reasons for this are mental, they're not physical. It's only this self-created mental block that prevents her. It is only the mental side that refuses to accept this. That is why I'm, well, seriously worried about your mental state.
You say that my mind is affecting my legs. You're wrong. I'd rather not talk about it anymore.
그리고 그날 밤 제인이 잠든 사이 박과 페니는 아버지의 시체를 찾기 위해 부엌에 있는 냉동고를 열어봅니다. 하지만 그 안에 아버지의 시체는 담겨있지 않았고
Why we just can't go and tell them what we know?
But that's just it, Penny. We don't know anything.
Why not?
Well, because without proof, they wouldn't believe us. You just leave it to me. I'll think of something.
Why are you doing all this for me, Bob?
Because you're pretty.
그렇게 밥과 페니 사이에 사랑이 싹트기 시작하고 그날 밤 그들은 저택의 안뜰에 있는 작은 수영장을 확인해 보기로 합니다.
He's there, isn't he?
Go to the police.
No?
There's no point in waiting. We found what we were looking for.
I'll come with you.
Okay.
그렇게 마침내 아버지의 죽음을 확인한 그들은 서둘러 경찰서로 향하죠.
How long will it take to get there?
We'll go straight through to Cam. It'll only take us half an hour.
How could this have happened, Bob? How?
Greed? Not die, no, but it can be killed by another love.
Dr. Gerard.
I suppose so.
그런데 그때
It's your stepmother.
갑자기 길가에 있는 제인을 발견하고 차를 세우는 밥. 그리고 그 순간
She's dead.
It worked, Bob. But it'll be all right.
Yes, it'll be all right.
그렇게 페니가 추락하고 그들은 모녀가 드라이브를 나갔다 사고가 난 것으로 사건을
You arrived
조작하죠.
home last night. They hadn't seen each other for 10 years. They went for a drive together because they wanted to get to know one another again. Now this.
You have my deepest sympathies, Mrs. Appleby.
그렇게 밥과 제인은 조사를 끝내고 설을 나섰는데 잠시 후 시체 확인을 위해 현장에 불려온 밥과 그 시각 유산 상속을 위해 변호사를 만나고 있는 제인.
Everything that he has is to go to you with no attachment. Now, if you'll please just sign.
Well, this was a common accident.
What was?
Both my husband and my stepdaughter were in the car together.
Sorry, Mrs. Appleby, I just don't understand you.
Oh, didn't they tell you? I thought the police. Well, both my husband and Penny were in the car. They.
Oh, that's quite impossible. Your stepdaughter, Miss Penelope Appleby, committed suicide 3 weeks ago in Switzerland. Obviously, your husband didn't tell you. She drowned herself, apparently. It was due to her paralysis, I understand.
그리고
Come down here a moment, please. Strange. There's only one person inside, a man. Of her, I'm afraid there's no sign.
Is your friend quite safe up there? The young lady?
그리고 마침내 밝혀지는 모든 사건의 진실.
Good morning, Jane.
Who are you?
Maggie Frensham, Penny's friend. I spent 3 years watching Penny die, Mrs. Appleby. Finally, I couldn't stand it any longer, so I wrote to her father. Penny finally stopped struggling against life. Penny was dead, Mrs. Appleby, and her father knew it.
You spoke to him here?
Yes. That's when he told me about his friend,
Pierre.
Dr. Gerard. 2 weeks later, I opened a letter that arrived for her. Please come home, Penny. Signed, Father. So I contacted Dr. Gerard, and he and I decided what to do.
You're not crippled.
I'm not. That's why I'm still here.
Is it money?
No, I don't want money. Penny and I were very close. She left me well provided for. There's nothing, Mrs. Appleby.
하지만 그녀는 이내 자리를 떠버리고 그 시각 감정이 격양된 채 집으로 돌아와 페니를 찾기 시작하는 밥.
Monsieur Robert, will you come with me, please?
그렇게 영화는 아버지를 죽인 밥가제인이 죗값을 치르며 이야기에 막을 내립니다. 영국의 B급 영화 전문 제작사 해머필름 프로덕션이 제작한 서스펜스 스릴러 테이스트 오브 피어. 해머호러라고 하면 보통 강렬하고 개성적인 공포 영화를 떠올리지만 해머는 외로 밀도 높은 미스터리 스릴러 영화도 여러 편 제작하였는데 이 영화는 그 중에서도 가장 완성도가 높은 작품으로 손꼽히는 영화입니다. 영화 이야기는 전형적인 공포 영화처럼 시작됩니다. 고립된 공간 속에서 아버지의 시체가 발견되는 기이한 상황이 발생하고 아무도 그녀의 말을 믿지 않으며 불안감은 점점 증폭되어 가죠. 하지만 영화가 진행될수록 단순한 호러물이 아닌 치밀하게 설계된 서스펜스 추리극으로 방향을 틀어버립니다. 초반에 전개만 보면 밥이 배신할 거란 반전은 어느 정도 예상되는 반전이지만 영화의 막판에 등장하는 결정적인 반전은 다소 강렬하게 관객들의 머리를 띵하게 만들어주죠. 영화의 시작과 동시에 이게 반전이겠구나 싶은 사건을 보여줌에도 불구하고 영화 내내 공포에 짓눌려 있는 페니와 그녀를 압박하는 제인과 제라드를 지속적으로 보여주며 감독은 관객들이 페니가 진짜 불구라고 믿게 만들도록 영리하게 속여버립니다. 게다가 여배우 수잔 스트라스버그의 아름다운 미모까지 더해져 이 작품을 단순한 흑백 고전이 아니라 지금 봐도 충분히 긴장감 있는 현대적인 스릴러로 완성시키죠. 사실 이 영화는 굉장히 대사가 많은 작품이라 제가 올린 짧은 영상으로는 영화의 서스펜스와 긴장감을 전달하기가 어려웠는데 오늘 영상을 재밌게 보셨다면 직접 본편도 한번 봐보시길 추천드리며 리뷰를 마칩니다.